Okay, members and friends, I'm going to spend the day in my yard. There's my little patch of grass in the front. As you can see, it looked like that. But I've been picking at it for off and on for a month. Got rid of all those dandelions, but they're still popping up down there. Right, hold on. Okay, I'm in a spot in life where my grandson never gets to play in. I have people coming by my house asking to buy this thing. I guess they know there's no children playing in it, right? I guess they figure I don't need it, just for sale, right? Like my grandson, he's just for sale, right? But today is the day that I'm approaching morning glory in the front, where my landlady says to me, well, this rental property, you know, it's just a little deceiving. And that's all your fault, Miss Chorney. Because you don't work hard enough in this yard. And the other tenants in my other house, they do such a wonderful job. But I won't mention the fact that, what kind of spider is that? Where is it? I can see a spider in here. It's on a web. But we won't mention that your yard was full of sand where you're standing. And we won't mention that it's infested with morning glory from front to back, left to right. And it uproots the ground as it grows 4 inches a night and spreads like wildfire. We won't mention that those tenants don't have to worry about that, because their yard is not even a fraction of your yard. And we used to live there, so of course that yard was maintained. Well, this one is just a rental property, and we don't really give a shit, because at the end of the day, it's all gonna get bulldozed down, and it's gonna be the property that's gonna make us the money. And our kids don't care, because they're just waiting for us to die so that they can capitalize off the dollar investment in terms of equity of the land. Because when I ask for help with this morning glory, nobody on my landlord's side wants to touch it, including your kids. They don't want to help fix with the roof, nothing, because the landlords are old, right? They need their kids. But the kids, they're just waiting. What are they waiting for? Well, we know what they're waiting for. Look how lovely that sage plant is. Hey? And then look at this. My daughter made that for Andre. Huh? She made that too. She really has a talent for plants. And this is my mint. I've already pruned it once, and I'm going to, by the end of the day, cut off some more and bring it in and dehydrate it. Maybe drink some mint tea or something. And then this little flower is blooming away. And then there's this nightmare. This is what I'm going to do today. Because if this thing starts to rot, when it starts to get cold, you know, die off, it turns into algae. It's disgusting. This is partly why I'm getting sick. On top of the stress that the social workers under the Ministry of Children and Family Development are putting me under. I'm working for no reason. I'm working to lose my house. I couldn't even get rabbits this year. What was the point? Okay, so I'm right in the nest now. You know, it's one of those, if you don't like it, you can move moments. And with spiders running around biting people, I just heard yesterday from somebody in the community how up in Cloverdale somebody died with spider bites because he went to the hospital like 2 times, and 2 times they sent him away, and then eventually he just died over it. I don't understand why this has to be my responsibility, you know, and then get criticized to say I'm not working hard enough, fast enough. I started at 11 o'clock this morning. And I'll probably go all day on this. And so yeah, I'll be back. Okay, members and friends, that's what I got out so far. Just hold on a minute. Okay, I think you can see me. So I want to talk about the healthcare system here, as I'm under the brush and, you know. And since we know we got spiders in British Columbia, Canada now, that bite and can actually kill people, something I didn't know about, and something that it took for a YouTube viewer to see the wound on my daughter's leg, to point it out that that's what it was. And yesterday, like I said, just previous to this little clip here, I met somebody, you know, in the thrift store that was telling me that somebody up in Cloverdale, a young person like 29 years old or whatever, got bit, right? Went to the hospital 2 times, and both times they sent him away. And they didn't treat him for a spider bite, and the poor guy died. Okay? My daughter was having a very, very, very difficult time. Now, whose responsibility is that to inform the public that we have spiders out here? And if I get bit today, I'm doing this crap, you know, having to pull Morning Glory off of, all Morning Glory is all it is, right? You know, like, is it the landlord's responsibility that I have to deal with this Morning Glory? Or is it the city's responsibility that, you know, they're allowing an infestation of spiders to, you know, breed all over their district, right? And they're not informing the public properly, you know? And especially when they're not treating the homeless people that are coming down with these bites. And, you know, doctors just want to assume that it's drug abuse, right? And just, you know, send the patient on the way. And to hell with you, right? You know, we don't give a shit, right? And, so yeah, this is what I'm doing right now. So hold on. Alrighty-o. So that's what I did. I made a compost box. Lots of Morning Glory roots. But what can you do, right? If I had rabbits, the rabbits love to eat Morning Glory. But I can't afford rabbits right now, so, and Andre's not here, so. Neighbors were asking about where the rabbits were. So I still have to do this over here tomorrow. I'm getting really tired right now. It's just too much. This is crazy. Okay. So, it's probably going on 7 o'clock now. I've been out here since 11. That's like 8 hours. I'm pretty tired. I was cutting down some more Morning Glory over there, right? Because I want to just tidy up this yard and be done with it, right? So that's all I'm going to do for the next couple, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Just kind of go through the yard and clean up all the Morning Glory and all the rest of the weeds. And as I was going through the lemongrass over here, I was thinking of that woman that, when Andre was first born, you know, they had this support worker come around. But the thing is, that support worker just wanted to put my daughter into a basement suite with a violent man. You know, never really gave my daughter a lot of support to be at home with her family. You know, used to kind of geek her up and egg her on. You know, she works in the same office as the social workers, but they're accredited, so that makes them perfect, right? But again, you know, she didn't care with the fact that the father was choking the mother when she was pregnant, and, you know, long history of arguments and choking and just a bunch of shit, right? Lots of garbage. And so now my grandson's not here. You know. And I'm grieving It's like a death in the family still. Now this social worker that wants to sit up here and say up there to my daughter last week and say, "Oh, we forgot to tell you, he's been starving himself for the last 7 months since he's been in foster care. But don't worry, he's starting to get better now." So what are you saying? When we go to trial in January, right before you took him, around the same time, we got to go in December for the pre-trial, probably on the day that you kicked out my daughter onto the streets, turned her into a junkie. And then we got to go back to court in January, probably around the time when you came and you took my grandson and you destroyed my family for a whole fucking year. Because that's basically what you people have done. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with this nonprofit, because this yard is just sucking the life out of me. I don't know why it's my responsibility to have to deal with all this crap, but I can't run away from my problems any more than these social workers and this Minister of Children and Family Development can run away from their problems. So I'm trying to hold down the fort for my kids because they're in school, and I can't disrupt that. I can't just uproot them again for the umpteenth time because this government just doesn't give a shit about anything other than gold, diamonds, and uranium, gas and oil, and trees. Cut down the trees, right? Send them to China. But outside of that, when it comes to anything else, they don't give a crap. Social workers, they only care about themselves and their paycheck. That's about it, and their power tripping, right? So you ruined my Christmas. You ruined my family's Christmas. You ruined Ukrainian Christmas. You ruined New Year's Eve day. You ruined, every holiday, everything. Easter, all of it. And we're going to be going to court, provincial court, in January and December to fight for my grandson. So some social worker can get up there and fucking lie and say, "Oh, but Your Honor, he's doing better. He's doing so much better." We won't talk about the pain that we caused him when we took him away from his family and we put him in a dark room by himself, and he cried and cried to the point where this cow had to turn around and dope him up because that was the only way she knew how to look after a little baby. I can lift a brick. I'm 90 fucking pounds and I can lift a brick by my hand just like this, see? Huh?